Right guys, welcome back. So another vlog style video today. As I mentioned in the previous video, if you saw that one, I've picked up and I've took delivery of the Action 5 Pro vlogging action camera. So that's going to help me when I'm coming out to do these vlog style videos. So this afternoon I've got a couple hours free. So I've just got to JD Gyms. I'm going to do a little plyometrics session. Then I'm going to head over to Tapton, do a quick speed session, and then I managed to borrow a Hackmotion. Never used it before, so I'm just going to have a little play on that on the driving range, and I'm going to film a full review tomorrow night. I have penciled in on this, so excited to get this out. So I'm going to head into the gym. Don't be one of those who are just videoing everything I'm doing in there, so I'm not sure what I'm going to be able to film while I'm in there, but I'll give you a little snippet into what I do for my plyometric session. I'm going to come when it's a lot quieter, and I will film more in full, my plyometrics, my strength training, and more carry on with that. So quick heads up, last night, as you will probably find out if you've got family, work commitments, my boy was up last night. He was struggling with mucus on his chest, so I'm feeling a little bit tired today. So I'm not going to go full at it in the gym. And in terms of speed training also, I'm just getting back into that. Got to get the body a lot more stronger to cope with the speeds. So we're going to hit about 20-30 balls at Tapton, but we're going to head in the gym now, do a bit of plyometrics, and we'll catch up and see what we can film in there, guys. So little gym session done. Plyometrics, as I said, I can tell by the speed. I looked at some of the playbacks. Definitely going to add some more spring back in the step. So we're going to ramp up the plyometric. I will do more videos in depth of my plyometrics, of my strength training. In terms of how I split it up currently in the week, I know I've had a few questions. I'm emailing a few people at the moment. I'll pop up a little display of what I'm working at the moment. So I do 4 weight sessions a week. I basically split up to 2 uppers, 2 lowers, and 3 days of the week I'm doing my speed, my plyometrics. So that's 7 days a week. Then it's about getting my nutrition in, my sleep, which is definitely tough at the moment, but we keep trying and plod along. So anyway, we're at Tapton, gonna do a little speed session. Only hit about 20 balls actually. I'm not gonna hit any balls, but I'll explain that in a minute. Then we're gonna get the Hackmotion out. As I said, I've actually borrowed it for a week, so we're gonna give it a go. If I can pick my bag up. Oh. Get the driver in. Just for the swings. Right. Definitely easier with this new camera as well, but still need tripod for the iPhone. That's for the Hackmotion. Hackmotion, so we can have a look on the camera, show you guys. I think that's everything. As you can see, bar area definitely coming on the roof working. Right, heading the range, and we're chatting them out, guys. Right guys, little speed session time. I do this in numerous ways on the driving range. The problem I have here, I don't want to hit the balls up to the 15th, so I'm actually not going to hit balls. But because I use the PRGR, I can still monitor where the swing speed is. So as I said, I'm doing speed training now, just started again, so 3 times a week. Sometimes it's right hitting balls, sometimes I go into the indoor sim, I can be at home, in the garage, I can take this PRGR anywhere, just whack it down. So if you're doing speed training, and I've had a couple of messages this week, definitely grab yourself for Christmas PRGR. I need to get an affiliate link, to be fair. Right, so I've set this to driver, and all I'm going to do today is about 20-30 swings, just see where this is. This normally reads about 2 miles an hour more than the GC3. Warmed up and primed with the gym, even though it's about 2-3 degrees here, so let's just see where it is. And also, when I'm not actually hitting the ball, I do tend to swing a little bit slower. Let's see where the first one is. First swing, 120, phone's ringing. So here I'm going to do 5 sets of 6, so 30 swings, and we'll go through them. So 6 swings. 120. Definitely feeling slow. 118. Don't think the DJ mic with the magnet likes a speed training. Right, there's the magnet. Right, I'm going to pop my microphone just there, I think, while I do the speed training. Oh. 122. 121. So first set done. So ideally I would like to hit balls. I actually feel that it hurts my wrist sometimes a little bit more when I'm not hitting balls. But as I said, I don't really spraying balls over the fence and get shouted out for being out of bounds. Set 1 done. Definitely feeling tight in here. Last few days I've been struggling with a little bit of muscle spasm here, so another thing got to be careful of. If you're speed training, make sure we're strong enough, flexible enough. Any or too much aches and pains, red light. Got to try and minimise the risk of that injury. Right, second set. Right. Show you guys it is reading. So I read that. 1, 2, 2. Did do a heavy weight session yesterday, which does shut down the central nervous system. 122. It's a 122 day today. 120, that's one of those, feels faster, it's not tough to feel speed. You guys around, comment on this view if you want. One of you down there, a little nosy. Oh, 122, definitely not much speed today. 19. 120. Oh. I definitely find in terms of sequencing when I'm not using the ball, definitely puts me out of sync a little bit. I said sometimes I start to feel it in here, but it's only the same as doing the raw speed sticks. If you've got the raw speed sticks, we can just do it with the driver, but we definitely need PRGR, guys. 121. Right, one more of these. Oh, I felt slow. Yeah, 119. We're slowing down. So if you are doing your speed sessions as well, once you start reaching a plateau, have a little breather, but also it might be time you've hit enough balls if your speed is not going up. I can definitely tell I've not had much sleep last night when the body's aching, a bit cold when you come, even though I've just primed up in the gym. When we go through the strength training period, it's hard to ramp the speed up as much as we're doing strength training. Hard to get the recovery time in. We would add the strength and add the speed, but I can get more the strength now. Come the second phase in late January, February time, I can really start to ramp up that speed. Try and use that ground a bit more. 22, I think that's my baseline today. Right, again, so this is, guys, if you can't hit the balls, what I could be using is an impact bag or something as we hit the brace, as obviously we want the hands almost to slow down when the club accelerates. When I'm not actually hitting something, it does feel hard that I can't stop in brace, let the club head go. Let's just hit one ball. I'll try and hit this lower so I hit the bottom of the fence, not go over it. So put this back in the stance, keep this one low. Let's just see if the speed is still there. It's low. But again, you can see already, that is the difference with hitting something, guys. I hope you can see that. I only tapped that, felt slower than all the rest, 123 miles an hour. So let's just try that again. Again, low, bottom of the fence. Already, see what I mean, guys? This is where it's so important, I think. Swing speeds are good, drivers are good. Let's jump to 125. It feels effortless as well, that one. Come on a sec. So I think what that feels for me is when I'm speed training, I'm not hitting balls, I'm definitely 2, 3, 4, 5 miles an hour slow. It just shows that importance of how we brace, hands slow down, then the club head releases. So that's why I do a lot of my speed training as well. Up on the GT3 on the indoor sim. Also, I saw Mike from Fit for Golf as well. He actually used foam balls, so I think that's something I could use in my net at home. So at least I'm hitting something. As I said, I think it just shows the importance of actually hitting something. So I'm just going to go one more set of 6, 125 with the ball, and that felt effortlessly. So can we ramp it? I pretend I'm hitting something. Back to 121. It's just so hard to get the hands to slow down and then let the club go. Oh, hit the floor. 122, one more. 125. So we got there in the end, guys. So I said that's just 30 balls. When I get up to speed in my sessions, I can be hitting 70, 80 balls, 100 balls. But if you're going to do this, start 1-2 days a week, 20 balls, 30 balls, just come down, hit driver. You don't have to hit the ball. But also make sure that you're strong enough also. Super key that we're strong enough to be able to swing the swing speeds. So again, document if you want to follow, like, subscribe. I will go through my gym routines, the strength routines, but make sure I'm strong enough before adding that speed. But I'm okay with that 125 with the ball. I could have ramped that, I think, to about 128. So that's 30 balls hit. Let's go and get the Hackmotion out. Hopefully this DJMI will stick a bit better next time. Right. Right guys, so the Hackmotion, I'm going to do a full review on this. I borrowed it for a week. You've seen there's 3 different levels. So basically it's the same bit of equipment, software, hardware, but there's 3 different levels in terms of the data. So I think with this core level, it's more about the extension and the flexion. So I was in my living room, just trying it out last night. First time I'm going to try hit some balls, but I'm going to film tomorrow night in the studio, do a full review of everything, what I can use it for, go through all the drills. But we're just going to have a little play just while we're down on here. So screen record, get the motion. Again, because I borrowed this, it's already been set up to another account, so I can't log in for myself, but I think it should just still let us play. So activate your sensor. Can't do that, so that's what I can't do. Should have bought my glasses as well. Right, so just so you can see, so this is for the full swing on the core. So we'll continue just to show you where it's on the left wrist. Continue. Ranges, set the ranges, calibrate, continue. Flat wrist, it's in position. Slightly lift the forearm, it's in position. So flex, you can see there, a flat wrist. Right, so never hit a ball with it. Not even hit any balls today, to be fair. But you hopefully will be seeing on there. That's pretty cool. I'll not do that way too much. But there you can see. So you got flexion, we've got extension. So I said with this core model, this is what it measured. Let's just hit one, see what it does. If you can hear on the camera there, got a little click on there. So I got a couple of green ticks. So top of the swing, good. Impact, good. Never seen this data before. So again, tomorrow night when I film it all, I'm all going to dive into this data. Hear a click, hear that ding. Where's that shot then? How many green? Oh, 2 greens again. So even straight off the bat, just from the free practice, if you like the data, obviously you want to be able to understand the data, but I think also when a lot of people understand the extension of flexion, so when we're at the top of the swing, a lot of us get too cooked at the top of the swing. This is definitely going to give instant feedback and a lot through impact. Have too much extension coming through. So there's drills on here. There's a AI teacher which will help you. Again, I'll go through the review from there, but straight off the bat, I can see me not just borrowing this. I think I'm gonna have to go and buy this from first, but we'll go through the review tomorrow. But this is definitely up my street in terms of data. That's just played around. Again, so I need to dive into that data, but super cool. You get feedback, get a little vibration, you can hear the little ping once I've hit the green on there. But let's come out of there. So the biofeedback, so that's the biofeedback. We'll turn that immediate. You can different settings on there. So the thing that'll vibrate live time, so biofeedback as I'm going back. And when I get to the top of the swing, you'll hear a little ping at the top from the videos I have seen already. So we have shot review. So I'm going to check these graphs, dive into these when I get home, and try end practice. I need to bring my glasses. All right, let's get out of here. You've got your summary. So we'll come out of there. So now we have got, I tell you what, is the lighting better for you guys if I come around here now for you? So I think I saw one review and they hit 10 balls. So just got a pitch image here. Two greens at the top. So again, that's my little cut. All right, let's have a look. So I've got a current streak of 10. Again, I've not really looked at this date before, so I need to dive into it. So it'll be good. I'll have a little look tonight before I do the full review. So it's good to have a little play before I do the full on review. So congrats. No swing faults detected. I don't think it's quite looked hard enough on there. I think I need a few different things. I definitely know a few swing faults, but in terms of the ranges, definitely dive into that. But super interesting. Obviously we've got the graphs on here. So the address, I need to have a little look into that. But in terms of the rest, I'm in the green ranges. I think you can change the ranges depending on the tightness. So, but this is benchmarks against PJ Pros and thousands of balls hit to give you a rough range on there. Obviously then your swing determines how we match up to how we deliver in terms of flexion, extension, more rotation, if you've got early extension, etc. But I can see this being a super useful tool once I dive into more the terms of the data. So if I turn on the benchmark, so it looks like there's a dotted line. What goes across the benchmark, mine seems to drop. So we'll have a little dive into that. Let's have a look at the 2D. What's the replay do? Oh, interesting. So we can do the lifetime swing, which is pretty cool. So I know as always, flip it on the inside. So obviously this is the core. I would definitely like to have a go at the top level one, which measures the rotation, the ulnar deviation, etc. So the 6 ways it can move, not just that way, which would definitely help me on there. So as we take that back, a little bit of extension in there, but again we're in the ranges through to impact. So I need to check that there as well. I do release a little bit early, but it's not as bad as I thought, especially this is a pitching wedge as well. So we definitely need to dive in this, do this with the different clubs, the longer clubs, see what the driver's doing. If you look at this, this is the really cool bit. It gives you the drills. So if I'm looking at my different drills, so you've got motorcycle drills, release drills, we can click on this. So this one, it turns into a full-on session. I know if you've seen the reviews or have used it, I can see why teaching pros, this is almost a must. So if I go down the teaching route next year, definitely need to invest in this. I can see this being super beneficial. I love the data. Obviously, if you have people who are learning, they don't need to understand the data, but as a teacher, I can see this being vital and make lessons a whole lot easier as well. We can measure what's actually doing on here. So let's just press static top drill. So again, let's just show you this because I have seen some reviews of this kind of stuff. So this is where practicing becomes super cool. So we'll start the drill. So this is the setup, had address, which obviously we're looking at. So then we go to the top. I don't know if you can hear that. So I got the green light, got the cheer, so that's instant through from there. So this is just quality. So set up, hold it, go to the top. So I'm going to really go extension on this one, or flexion. So that's way too much, that's more DJ. So my normal, that's my normal. So it's showing 18 degrees of flexion. Got the green light, so set up. Oh, that is super cool, guys. So that is instant feedback. All those drills come with the basic package. It's still around £300, but that is super cool. So you get to do that 10 times. Let's end that practice. Gives you the summary, got your reps, so we can come down. I think this might be on Santa's Christmas list. This is something I will definitely be using. If you get the middle range, again, we'll do more on the views. I'm going to talk all about it now, but it's good for putting also. But you can see from there, from the screen recording. Right guys, hope you enjoyed that. Definitely helping these vlogs with this new Action 5 camera. So let me know what you're working on over the winter, your strength training, speed training. Have you tried the Hackmotion before? If you have, let me know what you think. Have you got the middle version or the pro version even? If you have, let me know if it's worth the upgrade. I think for where I want to go next year, I think it's definitely going to be worth purchasing it in the first place. I've got to give this back on Friday or Saturday, but I can see me definitely purchasing the base model to start with and then add in the top models. But I'm looking forward to seeing this data, read more up on it tonight. Actually going to watch Gladiator off with my mum, so it might be a late night viewing of all the data, so another sleepless night thinking numbers in this head. Definitely find it hard to shut this head down. And tomorrow night I'll be at Leisure Pod in the indoor studio. I'll be using the GC3, have a look at this data, really dive in, give the full-on review of this Hackmotion. Right guys, still got a few balls left actually, so 20 balls to hit, then I can better go home, cook the tea for the boy, and we do it all again. Right, Hackmotion. I think this is going to be super, super addictive, guys. All right, speak soon, guys.